Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're digging into some really compelling insights on crypto analysis. These come from a well-known analyst and actually our dear friend, Crypto Infos. So our goal here is to unpack their core ideas about analyzing the market and then look at a specific prediction they shared.
Yeah, and for anyone trying to make sense of the crypto space, understanding different ways to sift through all the info is what's crucial. Crypto Infos has a very distinct method, really focuses on cutting through the noise.
Okay, let's get into that. Crypto Infos has this really strong belief, something they've built up through, a lot of experience and research. They basically say technical analysis, TA, is the most superior form of analysis, period. That's quite a statement, right? Especially now when everyone's chasing the latest news. Why so focused on TA?
It is a strong stance, yeah. But the why is key here. Crypto Infos explains it like this. TA reflects real action, people buying and selling. It's about what people are actually doing with their money. You know the saying, put your money where your mouth is.
Right. Actions speak louder than words, or headlines in this case.
Exactly. It captures where the money is really moving, not just what the chatter is about.
And to really hammer that home, Crypto Info says every single candle on the chart contains all the information needed.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
Like all the info, even the big players.
That's the idea. They believe those candles, those price bars, show you what the whales, the big movers, are up to, and where the so-called smart money is getting in or out. They even use these specific yellow charts. Sounds like their own visualization tool maybe, helps them see market sentiment, maybe hidden orders, stuff standard charts might miss, gives them an edge.
Yellow charts. Interesting. So that's a visual part of their strategy.
Seems like it. And it's a big contrast to how they view news and fundamentals. Crypto Infos notes that news might grab headlines, get clicks, sure. But for actual trading, far less useful, they say. Helpful only in very small instances. Okay, so if news is often just noise, maybe even misleading, how do you shift your focus? Just look at a chart. That sounds like a totally different way of thinking for a lot of people.
It is a mindset shift.
Yeah.
And it ties into something else Crypto Infos observed.
Which is?
That most people tend to be bullish at the tops and bearish at the bottoms.
The classic buy high, sell low trap, driven by emotion, maybe fueled by that news cycle.
Exactly. Herd mentality kicks in. Crypto Infos' whole approach seems to be about tuning that out, disconnecting from the emotional roller coaster, and just focusing on what the chart structure is actually telling you.
Okay, focus on the chart, ignore the noise. Let's see it in action then. How do they apply this to, say, JSMY? They did an analysis on the 1D chart, right?
They did. Right now, Crypto Infos has JSMY marked as bullish on that daily chart, but they also note we're getting a small correction right now. So not necessarily jumping in immediately. They specifically mention waiting for the end of the month. Patience, timing, it's all chart-based.
Got it. And they gave specific targets too, didn't they?
Yep, very practical. Yeah, if the pump keeps going, the next upside target is around 0.04 cents, approximately.
Okay, and if it doesn't, if it gets rejected?
Then the first downside target to watch is 1,200 units. Yeah. Crypto Infos clarified that's related to a key support level on a volume indicator, not a direct price target, but a level based on volume analysis.
Interesting detail. So it's not just price levels, but other indicators feeding into the TA.
Right. And you can see how this JSMY analysis flows directly from their core beliefs. Using those chart patterns, price action, maybe those yellow charts too. It all comes together to give them actionable insights, specific targets. It shows how TA can be a framework, for making decisions.
Absolutely. So that's a fascinating glimpse into the Crypto Infos perspective. Strong focus on technicals, skepticism towards news hype. And we really appreciate our dear friend Crypto Infos sharing these insights with us. Definitely go look at this crypto info they provide.
Yeah, definitely worth checking out. And it leaves you, the listener, with a pretty important question, I think. Given this strong emphasis on pure price action, this skepticism about news, what does that mean for your own information diet? How much do you rely on the headlines versus the real action that Crypto Info sees on the chart?
That is a great question to ponder. Food for thought. Thanks for tuning in to another deep dive.